Hey everybody, this is Melina from scrapbookingwithme.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, please subscribe, click that subscribe button, and also click the little bell beside it so that you get a notification every time I upload a new paper crafting video. Today I wanted to show you a little project, little envelope I've ever made. The hardest part is the sewing part, and you don't even have to sew if you don't want to. But I got this idea from Tina over at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I will link her video in the description box below. This was just the very beginning of her video. It's a really cute envelope journal that she made, but this was actually just the beginning of it. And she said that she actually got this idea from Joey DeFee. So those two crafters right now on YouTube are two that I really want you all to go and support. And even if you've watched every one of their videos, just go and rewatch some of them, or let your YouTube app just run with Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah and Joey DeFee. I will link her channel in the description box below too. She is going through a hard time right now, and we all love Joey DeFee. We all know her. She is an excellent paper crafter and gives us so many ideas with junk journaling. And then, of course, Tina, I've already covered in a previous video. We need to go and support her also. Anyway, so I'm glad that I found this on Tina's channel, and it was just a little god wink that she had actually gotten the idea from Joey DeFee. These are Scrappy stitched book page envelopes, and they're so easy, y'all. Now, if you are a stickler about wording being upside down, this may not be the project for you, but I'm fine with that. But I like to use this idea on book pages that maybe just have some odd kind of content on them. Like I had a book that had a lot of war and battle kind of stuff in it, and I was like, I don't really like the content of these book pages. So I found out a way to use up scraps and to make little envelopes with them. And then I just have this little clip. You can use any kind of clip. These came in the most recent E-Club kit, and I just put that little clip on top just to hold it together. You don't even have to have anything to hold it together if you don't want to. And like I said, on the stitching, you don't have to do the stitching unless you just want to. Now I have quite a few little book pages. And like, see, this one is totally blank, so it would be a really great one to use and do this with. So on this, I left some of the kind of torn edge, but on this one, I think I will cut it down with my trimmer before I go to the sewing machine. And I'm just going to get some strips, and it doesn't matter if they go all the way to the bottom or not. If you want them to, then you're going to need some really long papers like that. But beautiful little strips, easy. And I know somebody is going to say, oh, I don't have little strip. I don't have as many scraps as you've got. I can't do this. You've got some paper somewhere that you really don't care about or care if you ever use it ever again. Get that out and start going with it. You can even, now I have cut mine in straight strips. A lot of mine are already cut, but like Tina did some where she tore the paper. So let me get another piece. I want to tear one to go down through here. Okay, I'm going to use that one at the edge here, and I can trim off what little bit is there. I'm going to put this here and this almost to the edge. That one kind of up like this. and then this little strip down here. Okay, and then you figure out, do you want to ink them? No, yes, whatever. Do whatever you would like. I'm just going to ink each individual little strip. Hope that everybody is having a good week so far. I am recording this on Monday, July the 3rd. So happy 4th of July to everybody also that celebrates. We love going to Mom's and having a cookout and swimming. But of course, we know that that's not all that 4th of July is about. We are very, very thankful for our freedom here in the U.S. We have a lot of nice little patriotic holidays. So we had Memorial Day in May, and then we have 4th of July, and we'll have Labor Day in September. Just very patriotic and festive. And we do love getting together with family, but we also know to whom to be thankful for the holidays that we get to enjoy. All right, so this little strip, I'm going to glue it on the back. It is trying its best to come a thunderstorm here, and my lights just flickered, so that's going to be fun. Oh my, it has been thundering for about an hour now, and with no rain, and then all of a sudden downpour. This morning, about 6:40 a.m., we heard thunder and saw lightning through our window, and I was like, gracious. And it stayed, and it stayed, and it stayed, and this little bitty storm cell just stayed right over us in little bitty Eva, Alabama. I was like, I wonder who prayed for this, because whomever it was, I've got some very specific prayers I need you to be praying for me, because whoever it was that did that praying had the connection big time. It just stayed and stayed and stayed. I think it was probably about 3 hours long, and it was just one little circle of a cell. It wasn't a line. It was just a little circle of a cell. Just sat on top of us for about 3 hours. Those summer showers can be a little bit tricky and a little scary sometimes. All that warm air, you know. Ink just a little bit lower there and get me a nice line of glue there and knock the bottle over, and then line that up. Okay, then I'm going to flip this over and cut off the excess here. And I'll get my trimmer, and if it will fit in this one, this would be nice. I don't think it's going to. It's a little long. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it will do it. We shall see. Okay, yeah, that got off what I was wanting to get off, so we're good. And get all the little pieces gone. Okay, now, so you're left with this and then a blank on the inside, and you choose right now, do you want to stitch, do you not want to stitch? This is one stitch, this is what it looks like not stitched. I want to stitch, so I'm going to zigzag stitch down all of my pieces here. Like go on this one, I'll just go along about there, So zigzag on all of those, and then I'll show you how I'm folding it up, and we're going to do a straight stitch there. And then that's it, y'all. That's the envelope. You could even line this on the inside so you don't see the stitching, but I like seeing that. There goes my lights flickering again. We might have to finish this video in just a minute. So here it is after I have stitched, and no, my stitching is not beautiful. Don't worry about that. I've never been one to worry too much about stuff like that. So if that's what's holding you back from stitching in your journals, please don't worry about that. Nobody is an expert unless they have been trained as a seamstress. So I dare anybody to say how awful my stitching is, because nobody's perfect. Okay, so then I'm going to figure out if you have words on your paper. See, this was a plain one. If you have words on your paper, then you want to look and see which way you want to fold it up. This one's going to be easy, no words, but I do have wording here, so I want that to be the right way. So if I fold it up like this, see, it will be the right side up. I like that. So let's do that. And I'm just going to fold it up about 3/4 of the way. Like that. And when you're using your bone folder on these, be very careful, because you don't want to tear any of the stitching or your paper. Okay. And then I'm going to fold my flap down and leave about 1/4 of an inch here. So don't go all the way to here. So just fold down and leave a little space. Okay. And then when you fold down, you might find that you've got a little piece of paper somewhere that you need to put a little extra dab of glue, and that's perfectly fine. Look how pretty these are. I've left quite a bit of blank space there, but I was wanting to put a die cut of some kind right there. So that was my purpose in that. And then you can cut off all your strings, or you can leave all the strings, however textile-ish you would like for your envelope to be. Now I rounded the corners on that one. I don't think I'm going to do that on this one. Then I'm going to go back to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to do a straight stitch here and here to close up the pocket part. I got a little die cut that I'm going to hang over the top of my flap here. So pull it down. Let's see, let's try to get it toward the middle. Doesn't have to be exactly. Oh yeah, just a little die cut there. Cute. Then you open it up and you're all closed up as far as the envelope pocket. And then you can put clip on if you want to. A little bulldog clip would be cute on this too. Or just these little, I do believe these are Tim Holtz. They're either Tim Holtz or Prima. But I love the feel of these. Like Tina was saying, they're very textile-ish feeling, very sturdy, even though they are made with book page. Very cute and antique-ish, so they would go in any of your journals in the little pocket. Like if you had a taller pocket or a little tuck, you could put the envelope there, or here's a little tuck, you could put the envelope like that. Look how cute that is, because that's just little scraps in there. I think I will leave that one in there just as is. So that was a little scrappy tuck that we made, and it's got a little tuck on top of it too, And this is a little scrappy envelope that we've made to go in there. Very cute. Can hold all types of ephemera or extra journaling space or whatever you would like. I do believe that is very, very cute. So there are those two. Let's do one more. Now, if you have some really big book pages, you can make you some really, really big envelopes. I'm going to go ahead and trim this page and get that rough edge off, maybe. I don't know. My trimmer might just eat it completely up. See, like that. I would have been better off just using my scissors. So, I think I will finish that off with the scissors. I'm not too worried that it's not as straight as a board, because, I mean, who cuts straight arrow lines with their hands? Let's do a torn edge one. So I'm going to tear this beautiful paper that I've been hoarding. We're going to tear both edges and then see how much we can get on here. So there's one. And then do this, tear this edge. This is how Tina was doing hers, with the torn edges like this. Very pretty. Love that. And then I'm really just going to have room for one more, and this one will have like a pink theme going on. I have already made my food for tomorrow's little get-together at Mom's. I made homemade salsa and Italian pasta salad. And I've got my hamburger buns and all the toppings for that. And then we're having a baked potato bar. So lots of good food. We'll do chicken and hot dogs and hamburgers on the Blackstone Daddy's Blackstone grill. And as long as it's not storming like it is today, we'll get some swimming in, because it has been super duper hot. So that water should be nice. But like I said, it has been storming, so I don't know. It might not be where I can get in it yet again. I like at least 80 degrees before I get in pool water. And it has not even been close to that yet this year or this season. Okay. Ooh, I got a feeling I'm really going to like these. The torn edge ones. Just going to get ink as far down as I think it will go. I'll just go all the way down on this one since this is a shorter piece. And I'll just glue on the back of it instead of on my page, just to make sure that I get it on there good and all glued down. Okay, and then this last one, very pretty already. So now I'm going to go and do my zigzag stitching, and then I will do my straight stitching, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, for this one, my bobbin has run out of thread, and I despise that chore. So instead of sewing it closed, I'm just going to use some liquid glue. And when you when you fold up your book page and it has words on it, if you will fold it upside down like this, fold it up, the words are going to be the right way. Okay, just like that. And then when you fold your flap down, what words are shown here will be right way up. Also, see? Just like that. I think I need my flap to come down a little bit more on this side. I do, y'all. I just despise that chore. I despise getting that bobbin out and putting more thread on it. That's like the worst with the sewing machine. And I guess probably one of my main reasons for not liking that and despising it as much as I do is because my eyesight has gotten so bad over the past 3 or 4 years. Getting old stinks. Especially when it comes to your eyes and ears. Thankfully, I don't think that I have lost any hearing. I used to work for an audiologist for over 6 years, and I saw so many older people come in and they had lost hearing over the years for so long that they didn't even realize it. And then when they got their hearing aids from us, it was like, oh, I don't like that. That's too loud. They had gotten so used to their quiet world because they couldn't hear anything, or the little things anyways. They didn't even like wearing the hearing aids. So I beg you, if you are starting to realize that you're losing your hearing, go to an audiologist and please get tested and go ahead and get those hearing aids. We had patients that would, bless them, they would come back and they would go, I can hear the refrigerator kick on to run. I can hear the toilet running water back into the tank. I don't like that. I don't want to hear that. I never heard those things before I got hearing aids. And that's just so pitiful. I think that is so pitiful. The things that we take for granted nowadays, you know. Anyway, getting back to this, we have our envelope here. You can always do a little notch there if you wanted to. And then you could cover this as far as the inside. See there, when you open up that envelope, you're going to have your wording upside down there. But other than that, I really love this torn edge. Oh, that might be, I've got cardstock on top of that, and that might be a little too thick for this clip. I might have to get me a little bulldog clip of some kind. There it goes. Okay, so that's just a little clip that I put on there. But I love these. I love how they turned out. I didn't even ink around the edges of this one. But I really love that I ran across Miss Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I really, really am glad that I ran across her video when she made hers like this, because I see lots and lots and lots more of these in my future. They are great little things to add a little interest to your journals. You could go down through here and ink, give it a little bit of a more muddied up look if you wanted to, and then ink the inside here so it's not so plain looking. But I love all the stitching, even though it is my messy stitching, and nobody else probably appreciates that but me, but I do. I love it. So anyway, very, very easy project today for the start of this 4th of July week. I hope that everybody has a great holiday that celebrates it. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Bye, y'all.